Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Abactor back again, and I wanted to bring you guys a combo breakdown, is what I guess I should call it. And in these sorts of videos, I want to talk more about, where your damage in an Illaoi combo is coming from. I know for me, I started feeling a lot more successful on Illaoi once I started realizing um, that a lot of her damage isn't as unpredictable as you might think. A lot of it, granted, is, it's integrated into her kit. Her Q is a dodgeable skill shot. Her base W is a pretty slow damage to come down in terms of the tentacle proc. Um, but there are a lot of different tricks that can sort of guarantee you damage, and the more that I started to understand when I could reliably, when I could count on my damage coming down, I realized that I started having a lot better ultimates, and I took a lot fewer fights that resulted in me getting killed. So here's a clip that I got from last night, and I wanted to just, there are a couple cool tricks in it that are less important, some like little micro interactions. But I really just want to talk about why the combo worked in the first place. So I'm just gonna roll it and let you guys see what it is. Cat goes a little ham. She did not ping that. It was pretty unprepared. Shame. But here it comes. So yeah, pretty fast combo in a 1v2. It's definitely worth noting that at the beginning of that fight I was 1-1, but I am massively farm fed. I've got the most farm in the game, and I've got a completed cull in my inventory. So I've probably got, I don't know, maybe like 1,000 gold on the next richest person in the game. So I'm super strong. But at the same time, there are still things in that clip that I feel like are worth talking about. Um, and I guess we can kind of at the beginning. It's just the simple like little tricks that kind of help me out. The first is this right here. As you can see, Vayne is invisible, but I land the Test of Spirit, and a lot of you know that the E reveals stealth champions. So if you land it on people like Akali or Shaco or Vayne, their stealth doesn't work anymore. So you can see here, I land it, and I get vision of the invisible Vayne. So the next thing that happens is Vayne gets ready to condemn me, and I get really lucky, and I manage to disjoint the condemn with my ultimate. You can't be disabled during your ultimate. And honestly, it really helped this play get really clean, getting lucky and not taking the condemn. But honestly, if you look at when her condemn would have landed, her spirit is already at what 30% health. I could just flash onto it and ult, and she's so close to it that I would just get so many tentacle procs to heal me and so much damage out that I probably would have been fine. But the real reason that I want to talk about this video is that currently at this point, or even once I land that E and Vayne doesn't back off, I just know that she's dead. And the reason for that is just because there are so many tentacle procs that I know I'm gonna get. And the first one is currently in the frame right now. I landed a Q onto her Test of Spirit, and I pulled it in range of an ambient tentacle, and that plus the base damage of my ultimate is just enough to get her spirit really low, basically within kill range. And with that knowledge, I basically know that she's gonna die. The first reason for that is the build that I'm running has a ton of AD in it, so the damage transfer from the vessel to Vayne is very high. But even on a regular build, there's still a threshold where if you should know that if you kill the Test of Spirit of an opponent, that opponent will die. And it's not and the reason for that is just because you get a guaranteed tentacle slam out of it that a lot of people don't know about. So here's my ultimate. As you can see here, it's a 3-man ultimate. So 3 tentacles come up, and ordinarily, as we know, this tentacle is in range of the Test of Spirit, but Tentacles actually have a refractory period on when they will be aggroed by essentially your E. So this one has already been aggroed, and it would take me Wing this to get this tentacle to come back. But all of these fresh tentacles haven't been aggroed uh, by the Test of Spirit yet. So all of them that are in range, which happens to be only 2 actually, this one doesn't seem to be aggroed by it, immediately come down. So here we go. There's a 2-man tentacle slam onto the Test of Spirit, and this is actually the perfect frame I was looking for. The reason that I know that the vein is gonna die is because I'm going to essentially vessel her, like complete the act of making her a vessel during my ultimate duration. And a lot of people don't know that doing that, killing someone's spirit and vesseling them, is essentially the same as activating your W. It is a guaranteed tentacle proc onto that target, because the tentacles in range will essentially treat that opponent as a new target. So it's literally the exact same thing as if I had W'd that vein, she would still be getting a tentacle proc. And for that reason, this tentacle that couldn't be aggroed by the Test of Spirit is now gonna instantly come down and hit this vesseled vein. You can see that she's actually vesseled. She's not green yet, but this is the primary animation, is this circle right here. So yeah, for that reason, this tentacle comes down and immediately kills her. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that particular interaction, and how that can be a really reliable way to get essentially an extra tentacle proc out. You know, had I wasted my W on something else, I would have been effectively robbing myself of a tentacle proc that I wouldn't have had. So yeah, so again, the end of this clip is a little bit sloppy. I generally have pretty bad ping, so I kind of spazzed out a little bit. But it's definitely worth noting that the reliability and strength of this combo is a little bit over accentuated in this clip, because I'm hugely fed for one, and also I have a massive amount of AD, which means that my E transfer ratio, I think at this point, is probably around 60%, which is way higher than I think a lot of conventional builds will have. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about this particular interaction between tentacles, and knowing that you're going to get a free tentacle slam when you vessel your opponent. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions about the build in particular, there's a NA player called Maulface that it's inspired by. I want to give a shout out to him. But anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. Bye.